All right, well, it never fails. You know, my buddy Nick invited me up to join him for Philly Radwood. And of course, the car that we're gonna take is messed up. And I don't know if you guys can see down in there, but the exhaust manifold on his Esprit has a big old crack in it. Oh yeah, you can see the crack better down here. He's already ground out part of it, but now it's time to weld it up. And of course, the proper way to fix this would actually be to take the manifold off, but we're worried if we do that, we're gonna break some studs, and it's the day before Radwood, so we're just gonna try to patch it and see if we make it to Radwood. I mean, you're kind of to the bottom of the crack there, so...
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. I didn't want to actually go
into the manifold, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I went past the end of the crack.
Right.
And I know you're supposed to drill a hole at the end, but...
Yeah. I think grinding out the metal is gonna be like good enough.
Yeah. I mean, because it is gonna come off at some point anyhow.
Have to overnight the parts from
UK.
Britain. Yeah. So cast iron can kind of be temperamental whenever you weld it. Usually it just cracks like after welding again. So usually like whenever you're doing a repair like this, you want to heat up the cast iron, and then also let the cast iron cool down very slowly, try to prevent cracks. So our game plan is to just run the car to get the manifold nice and hot, and then hopefully we can run the car a little bit afterwards, like checking the temp with a little laser thermometer here, and hopefully it'll cool down slow enough to not just re-crack, but we're gonna find out. Almost, yeah. We're shooting for 500. Why 500?
What do they recommend?
Yeah, okay. Whoa, bottle! Shit! Oh, is it leaking?
Nope.
Okay, it's all good.
Need a new gauge.
And of course it landed on the gauge.
Of course. Yeah. Well, could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been worse. Could have like turned into a freaking rocket.
Right.
And since it's such an awkward shape, we can't really clamp the ground clamp to it, so my buddy's got a big piece of wire here. We're gonna wrap around and use as a grounding point for the welding.
Just making sure I understand how it works before.
Right, yeah. Safety is a factor.
There's a lot more porosity than I thought there would be.
Oh yeah, it's...
I'm gonna have to redo this first spot.
You gonna grind it back out and redo it?
Yeah, I'm gonna grind it back out. At least that one spot with the porosity.
It's old ass cast iron. It's gonna like be nasty. I mean,
yeah, and it's full of embedded shit too.
Yeah, it's got like all kinds of gases and embedded gases and dirt and carbon build up and... Yeah, that doesn't look too bad.
Again, it's not going to win any beauty contest, but
Doesn't have to.
hopefully it holds at least for the weekend.
Yeah, if it holds longer than that, you don't have to take it off.
Well, there's still the back side of it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We'll see.
Sweet. Yeah. Good job, man. All right, so now we're gonna start the car again and let it run for a little bit and kind of keep the manifold warm while it's slowly cooling off. And hopefully that works. Yeah, it is cooling off pretty fast. Does it sound less leaky?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, it sounds like more clattery now.
It sounds a little quieter, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what all have you done to the suspension? I see like new coilovers and like new like whatever that upper strut bar is or whatever, upper control arm.
Yeah, so these on the SE and older, so basically anything from like 93 back, was non-adjustable. But with the 94 and up, like the S4 and the V8s, they started making adjustable ones. So I ended up just making some of my own.
Nice. Yeah. So you fabricated that yourself?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Just bought the Heim joints and did the welding for the tube itself. Same with the lower.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And then yeah, these are just stock springs with aftermarket adjustable dampers. Yeah.
Nice.
And then there's poly bushings. You know, wherever applicable, there's poly bushings.
Did the car have the spacers on it when you got it?
No,
or?
I put those on.
You put those on?
Because once it was lowered, it looked really kind of silly.
They were really far inside.
Yeah,
huh?
I mean, like you can see how big those spacers are.
Yeah, that's pretty big. 35 millimeter. It's a lot.
Yeah, but it fills it out now. It looks nicer in my opinion, and it's not a track car, so I'm not really concerned about it.
Sure, more for looks. You know, I have noticed that a lot of mid-engine cars, the rear track is narrower than the front, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah, good question. Could be a stability thing, or do you have spacers on the front too, or?
Yeah, not as big, but
Right.
But I do have spacers.
Yeah, it's really kind of ridiculous, like how narrow the 4C is in the back compared to the front.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess I never noticed.
It's like a whole 1 3/4 or something narrower.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the overall body, or
You
just
look-
the track?
The track. And if you look down the side of the car, like you can totally see like the rear is like pinched in
Right.
right to the front.
You want to fire it up again real quick?
Yeah. It's about 280. Do you want me to crank it again?
No, let's like pull up to like 250.
Okay.
Honestly, at this point, I think it should be fine.
Yeah, that's probably good now.
I'm sure.
That'll do.
That'll do, pig. 245, 246.
245, yeah. Maybe hit it like one more time, huh?
Yeah,
Was this like the 5th one or 6th?
something like that.
I think maybe it's 5th.
I feel like if it was gonna crack, it would have cracked already.
Yeah, and we didn't hear any pings, so.
Yeah.
So no more air is escaping. Done deal.
Job well done. We're going.
It's the very first time driving an Esprit. So like, thanks Nick for letting me drive this thing, man.
Of course.
This is awesome. The boost kind of like builds, sneaks up on you a little bit.
Yeah, it sneaks up a little bit.
What was that?
It rubs a little bit on that side.
Oh, the signals don't cancel anymore because of the spacer, right?
Right.
Like, but you put the spacer in to like do what? Just give you like more leg room? Or?
No, so the only reason there's extra space is because it's an adapter. So
Right. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. So you just wanted this wheel.
Yeah.
You have like a nice like Nardi wheel on it.
Because the original old GM wheel from, Cavalier or whatever it is,
Right.
is obviously not fun to drive with.
I love the little bit of turbo flutter you have.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no recirc valve, no blow off valve.
That's just how they designed it. That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the car is actually pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
I really like the seating position. It's got like good leg room. Like you had the seat like lean back like even more than what I have it.
Yeah.
So like
That's the way I like it.
but yeah, like it's reclined seating, like the seats are nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually surprised at how well the leather in there is like holding up.
That's another thing. I'm not sure how much of it is actually real leather.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if Lotus at the time was cutting costs on that type of thing or not.
Well, the transmission was smooth on the downshift.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you're deliberate and methodical with it, it usually doesn't give you any problems.
That's a lot of rubbing, man.
Yeah. Normally don't have two people in the car.
Like we've added like an extra like 10% of weight to the car.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for what it is, it's a pretty easy car to drive.
What year is it?
It's a 93.
93, okay, yeah. 93, but like really cars like based on the 70s design.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's based on like a 76 design with I guess the original idea for it going even further back than that. Like you said, the Europa, right?
Right, yeah.
So that's a 60s car, isn't it?
Yeah. That's like a little bit
does not ABS well.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's because it's kind of a hybrid. It uses both a vacuum pump for the actual brake assist, and then it uses a hydraulic pump for the actual hydraulic fluid. And they work in concert somehow, or they're supposed to work in concert. They rarely do.
What's hilarious is like the brake and the clutch pedal are like so close together. I actually had to take my boots off in order to be able to drive.
Thoughts?
I mean, I kind of like it so far. I mean, we're just kind of like sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
But I mean, the car is like comfortable. Like, you know, it's a 93, but it actually kind of feels like an older car.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like the design is from the 70s, but it feels more like an 80s car to me. I don't know, just the way like it drives, fit and finish and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely fit and finish is not the best.
But yeah, man, like it's pretty cool. Like I can't wait to actually drive it to Radwood tomorrow. Well, it looks like the crack is holding and the car drives pretty good, so I think we're gonna make it to Radwood tomorrow. At least I certainly hope so. It's about a 2-hour drive from here, but it'll be a lot of fun. I'm super stoked to get this car and drive it Radwood. Oh, and also check out this sweet shirt I made just for the event. Esprit de Rad. Of course, you can get these on my spread shop, which should be a link down below. Well, bye. Thanks for watching. And watch out for that Radwood video that's coming up.